Welcome to Parallel Universe. Today we are talking about Lizzie Velásquez. When people hear the name Lizzie Velásquez, many remember a viral video that once labeled her the ugliest woman in the world. It was cruel, unnecessary, and heartbreaking. But what most people don't realize is that Lizzie's story didn't end there. In fact, that moment became the beginning of something far more powerful. Today, Lizzie Velásquez doesn't look like she used to. Not because she changed who she is, but because she changed how the world sees her. Lizzie was born with an extremely rare genetic condition that prevents her from gaining weight and affects how her body develops. Doctors didn't know if she would survive infancy, and even if she did, they couldn't predict what her future would look like. Growing up, Lizzie quickly learned she was different. She couldn't blend in, no matter how hard she tried. Stares, whispers, and questions followed her everywhere, long before social media ever entered the picture. School was especially painful. While other kids worried about fitting in, Lizzie was fighting to feel human. The bullying wasn't just casual teasing. It was relentless. But nothing compared to what happened when a video of her appeared online and went viral for all the wrong reasons. Thousands of strangers mocked her appearance, calling her names no one should ever hear. One comment simply read, "Kill it with fire." That moment could have destroyed her. Instead, Lizzie made a choice. She could let the hatred define her, or she could rise above it. And she chose to rise. Rather than hiding, Lizzie found her voice. She began speaking openly about bullying, self-worth, and what it truly means to be beautiful. She didn't pretend the pain didn't exist. She acknowledged it, faced it, and turned it into fuel. Over time, she transformed from a target of cruelty into a global symbol of resilience. Today, Lizzie Velásquez is a motivational speaker, author, and advocate who has spoken to millions around the world. She stood on some of the biggest stages, including TEDx, sharing a message that challenges how society defines beauty and value. Her confidence doesn't come from how she looks. It comes from knowing exactly who she is. And that's why people say Lizzie doesn't look like this anymore. Not because her condition disappeared, but because her presence changed. The fear, the shame, and the silence are gone. In their place stands a woman who radiates strength, humor, and compassion. Lizzie now smiles differently. She stands taller. She speaks louder. And she lives without apologizing for existing. Her story reminds us that transformation isn't always physical. Sometimes the most powerful change happens inside. Lizzie Velásquez didn't become inspirational despite her struggles. She became inspirational because she faced them head-on and refused to let them win. In a world obsessed with appearances, Lizzie challenges us to look deeper. To choose kindness. To understand that worth is not measured by mirrors or comment sections. And to remember that the people we judge the fastest are often fighting the hardest battles. Lizzie Velásquez doesn't look like she used to anymore. She looks like strength. She looks like courage. She looks like someone who turned pain into purpose. And that kind of transformation changes everything.